Right then, folks. Dolphins vs Panthers. Here we go. Few minutes out. Okay. Actually, I just want to make sure that the mic isn't, like, extremely loud. It's picking up a lot of sound. Okay, at least I'm very clear. The problem is I just don't want it to be really, really loud. That's my biggest issue with it. Okay, few minutes to go. There's no point putting a poll up, to be honest. Okay. Oh, we've got a new trial member. Koloa Ika. Or Ika. Koloa Ika, possibly. New trial member on the Patreon. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So, a few minutes left. Oh, it's not on Sky. I need to get it up on my PC, actually. At least I don't think it is. Yeah, I need to switch over. Need to watch my PC. Forgot. Completely forgot. Okay. Watch NRL. There we go. There we go. Right, we're all set up now. But yeah, no point doing a poll because, yeah. Good morning, Kieran. Good morning, sir. Hope you are splendid. Leah, unfortunately not. I don't have the rights to show the game, so no, it will not be. It will not be live. Fancy a Dolphins win, but not an easy game. Well, I'm 0 for 2 so far on the weekend, so I could do with the Panthers winning this one. That'd be a huge help. Would be a major help. Okay. So, quick run through the team list. Do I have time? Just so I don't mess it up, I'll, team lists up on screen, you can see them. Waiting for the Dolphins to come out, actually, so I could probably do this team list. There's going to be drinks breaks, apparently, which is fair enough. So in the backs for the Dolphins, they have Tabai Fidau, Isako, Avarillo, Farnworth, Cobo, Nikarima, and Katoa. The forwards include Gilbert, Plath, Molo, Lemuelu, Finafeuaki, and Knowles. The bench is Kafusi, Schneider, Flegler, Stone, Keeley, and Fuller. Head coach is Christian Wolf. In the backs for the Panthers, they have Edwards, Jenkins, Alamotti, Tango, To'o, Talangi, and Cleary. The forwards include Liotta, Kenny, Smith, Papali'i, Garner, and Yo. The bench is Cogger, Sorensen, Going, Phillips, Fanua, and Lussick. Head coach is Ivan Cleary. Right, then here we go. Finally got my mortgage sorted. Only took near 3 months, but yeah, good day. Well done. There we go, Kieran. Trumpet for Kieran's mortgage. Or that lack thereof. Good stuff, lad. Good stuff. Go on. Dolphins are coming out. Okay, then. Farnworth this year, 5 games, 2 tries, 19 offloads, 29 tackle busts, 138 average run meters. Not too shabby. Okay, moments away. Moments away. Second game of the day. After this, I'll have to crack on with the stream highlights. I still can't download the Hull FC Saints stream from yesterday. I've got a feeling, because I started late, it hasn't processed properly. And I'm worried it's going to be the same for this one. Like, because I started this one late, it's not going to process properly. And I can't download it. Normally it's done in, like, half an hour, like, at max. But, yeah, I can't upload it yet, so Hopefully it's sorted out by later today. We'll see. Well, I kind of need it for content, Jason. That's not really the point, whether anyone cares or not. But we are underway. Dolphins will kick to the Panthers, playing in pink today. First carry from Mose Leota up towards the 10. Going Dolphins, win 24-20. Katoa first try. Okay. Alamotti with the next carry. Down the right edge. Second tackle. Kenny hands the ball off to Isaiah Yeo up towards the 20 through centre field. Plays for Kenny again. Now with Lindsay Smith. Very reliable player is Lindsay Smith. Up towards the 30. 2 tackles to go. Edwards through centre field on the 4th tackle. Just shy of his own 40. It's a good opening defensive set here from the Dolphins, actually. Cleary on the last. Puts boot to ball. Collected on the 10 by Tabuai Fidau. Over the 20 through centre field. And pushed back a metre or 2 by 3 Panthers defenders. And that's 1 minute gone so far in this game. Another 79 to go. Isaka with the latest carry. Plath down the short side of right to Avarillo. Awkward tackle there. Comes down on the 30. 2 tackles remaining. Or 3, sorry. Fidafeuaki with a run up towards the 40. He's looked good this year. Knowles in centre field up towards the halfway line. 1.5 minutes gone so far. Last tackle for the Dolphins. Plath in centre field goes right to Katoa. 35 metres gained on that set. Kick on the last is collected. 5 out by Jenkins, who I have backed any time. Currently leading the try-scoring tally this year. 1 minute 45 gone. Brian Toto with the next carry. Good to see Tango back in there as well, getting some minutes, with McLean being out. Leota with the next carry through centre field, up towards the halfway line. Couple steps there from Isaiah Yeo. Ads on your TV. YouTube Premium is looking more likely than this. More than likely this month's pay. Bloody hell, I can't read sometimes. Batted backwards from the Panthers. Still live ball. Cleary tries to kick, but he is tackled by Cobbo. 2.5 minutes gone. Not a great into the set there from the Panthers. It's going to be Cobbo with the first carry for the Dolphins on this set. Katoa waits to dummy off. I need to yawn. Just stifled it. Isako up towards his own 40. This is good territory already for the Dolphins here. But the ball comes loose. I just won't speak. I just won't speak again. They will gift free territory to the Panthers. That is dislodged by Papali'i, though. That's a strong tackle. Bit of pushing and shoving. There's no need for that. Sack the juggler. So this will be a scrum for the Panthers. 45 metres out. Now inside the 40. 3 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Leota goes left to Yo. Up towards the 30. Just inside. And a 6 again for the Panthers. It is right to Edwards. Wants a switch back from Garner. Gets one, but it's a little bit clunky. Shifting it left. Now in centre field with Leota. With a carry just shy of the 10. Just over 4 minutes gone. Second tackle in centre field with Kenny. Left to Yo. Then to Smith. He's a metre in front of the try line. Just left of the post. Great chance for the Panthers here to find the first points of the game. Kenny will go himself. Nearly. Good effort. Good scramble though on the goal line. Just in front of the left post. 2 metres out. Smith goes right to Cleary. Flat ball to Garner. And a 6 again for the Panthers. 7 or 8 metres out right at the post. Kenny. Left to Leota. Then to Cleary. Across to Yo. Smith. Quick hands to Langy. Knock on from the Dolphins. And this will be another fresh set for the Panthers. fair enough. As long as you can shut them down, at the very least, that's alright. That will do. But this will be another set of 6 for the Panthers in a second. We've had 5 minutes gone. It was a good effort before from Kenny, but good defensive work on the goal line. Tabai Fidel, Gilbert getting stuck in. Pixie, I don't know in Australia. I'm watching on Watch NRL. It's now with Edwards. Over the 10. 5 metres out left of the post. Kenny at dummy half. Right to Leota. Now between the sticks. 5 metres out. 5.5 minutes gone. Second tackle. Kenny between the sticks goes left to Cleary. Then to Talangi. Quick defensive line speed from the Dolphins here. They're getting up. Which is good. 3 tackles left. It's with Yo. Left to Smith. Look for an offload. It is backwards. Collected by Yo. On the 10. Down the left edge of the park. 6 metres out. Kenny, right to Cleary. Out the back to Edwards. Farnworth jamming in. Gets him wrapped up. Good defence from the Dolphins here. Last tackle. Right to Cleary. Out the back to Alamotti. Drops the ball. Possibly backwards. It is called as a knock-on from the referee. Good defence from the Dolphins. Really, really good. Can't get much back from Jenkins anytime. Hardly get anything from him to score 2. That's understandable at this point. I just backed him anytime for just the predictions video. I don't really do bets on anytime try scorers. 2 errors each already. 6.5 minutes gone and there's 2 errors each way. Isako with a carry. 15 out of his own line. Pushed back a couple metres. Cobbo is limping. Oh dear. Looks like he's holding his knee. Averillo with a carry down the right edge. Up towards his own 20. Finafewaki with the next. He's a lively ball carrier, is Finafewaki. Over the 30 now with Gilbert through centre field. 7 minutes gone. Last tackle for the Dolphins. Short side right to Katoa. This will come down on the 10 for Jenkins. Takes it cleanly. Cuts back towards centre field. And up towards the 20. Dylan Edwards waits at dummy half. With Toto on his right, he'll carry the ball up towards the 30. Plays it for Mitch Kenny. In centre field, now with Isaac Tango. Up towards the 40. So a couple errors early on to start this game. Who can be cleaner? That's the question. Edwards, left to Papali'i. Up towards the Dolphins 40. Good metres here. 2 tackles still to go. Short side left to Blaise Talangi. Looks for space behind the ruck up towards the 30. Last tackle for the Panthers. Kenny, right to Cleary. Chips from 30 out. This will come down on the 10. Cobbo goes up, knocks it backwards. Collected by Tabai Fidel. That is definitely backwards. And he's going to be stopped just shy of the 10. 8 minutes gone. Cobbo with the carry. 15 out from his own line. Plays it for Tabai Fidel. Now with Farnworth. Up towards the 20 in centre field. Isako down the right edge. Over his own 20. 8.5 minutes gone. Molo with the next one over the 30. Lands on his front, look for a quick play of the ball. Plath on the last goes right to Katoa. Kicks from behind the 40. This will be collected 15 out by Brian Toto. Takes it over the 20 up towards the 30. Cutting back towards centre field. Just straighten up. Brian, you've just lost 7 metres. Just run straight. You've just lost 7 metres. Alamotti over the 30 through centre field. 9 minutes gone. Left to Jenkins. Up towards the 40. Plays for Kenny. Down the left edge. Right to Edwards through centre field. Space behind the ruck here. Good metres up towards the 40. Inside Dolphins half. Still 3 tackles to go as well. Cleary in centre field. Left to Yo. Space behind the ruck. Support from Cleary. 1 to beat. Slips over on the 10. Good chance here for the Panthers. Need a quick play of the ball. Risk of a 6 again there. It's not given though. Left to Blaise Talangi. Chips the ball through. Collected on the try line by Isako. And that's going to be goal line dropout. Okay, goal line dropout it is. Well done Panthers there. Getting up the field. Outside to Cleary, back inside to Yo. Support from Cleary again. But just slips over. We've had 10 minutes gone, folks. 10 minutes gone. Hey. Short dropout from Isaiah Katoa. This will go to the 20, collected by Brian Toto. Plays for Cleary. Now with Garner. Up towards the 10, just right to the sticks. They launch it left to Cleary in centre field, then across to Smith. Flat ball on his outside to Papaliu. Stop 5 metres out, left of the sticks. 3 tackles to go. Kenny, short side left. Across to Cleary. Ball across to Jenkins, has to step back inside. He's still 5 out near the left touchline. Tango, Cleary, Papali'i. Ball comes loose, collected by Gilbert. Stopped on the 10. Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. So it is a fresh set for the Dolphins. 15 out from their own try line. 11 minutes gone so far. Katoa, now with Avarillo. Over the 20. Next carry from Molo. Sponsored by NVIDIA. I'll take a sponsorship, NVIDIA, and a really, really cool PC. I'll take that, if you don't mind. Or Coca-Cola, it's got a lot of money. Or Meta. Or Warren Buffett himself can just get me into stocks. Shifting it right to Katoa on the last tackle. Coming down 50 now. Edwards goes up, lose it backwards, actually. Garner gets hold of it on the 10. Okay, just... Everyone had stopped for a second then, so I thought it might have been called a knock-on, but it was the same as before for the Dolphins, so it's all good. Jenkins with the carry. A few metres shy of the 30. 28 minutes to go in this first half. Isaac Tango down the short side left, up towards his own 40. Plays over Kenny, now with Papali'i. Looking for space behind the ruck, up towards the halfway line. Plenty of tackles to go as well. In centre field with Yo, across to Cleary, out the back to Edwards. Now Alamotti, making up some ground here, with the carry down the right edge, stopped just shy of the Dolphins' 30. 12 and a half gone, 3 tackles left, Edwards, across to Cleary. He's got room to run. Supporting his inside from Edwards, that was just easy. That was just, I need to see that one again, that was just easy as you like. Edwards with the first try of the game. Show me that again. Because the line break came out of nowhere. Was there a missed tackle? A missed read or something? Let's have a gander. Edwards. Cross to Cleary. Just Gilbert not making the tackle. Gilbert just didn't make the tackle. That's going to be a 6-point lead for the Panthers in a second. The try's right in front of the sticks. I just knocked the mic. If that was loud, I do apologise. Edwards is having a cracking year. I know that was Cleary that made the break. But I would be very surprised if Edwards is not the fullback for New South Wales, based on current form. If it's Tedesco, I can understand, because he's normally quite reliable. And he's still having a somewhat decent year. But Edwards, I would imagine, would be picked. I think Jenkins might be picked as well. I think he's New South Wales. So there we go. 4-0 with a kick right in front of the post. 14 minutes gone. Edwards with the first try of the game. This will be 6-0 shortly. Cleary to add the extras. Right, just over 14 minutes gone. Any thoughts on rumour on Cleary going to FC? I think... I don't know. I think... He's probably going to give it some thought. Like, he's invested in the Panthers... and he's going to be committed to this year. But I think Any offer he gets, he will give it some genuine thought, including that of Hull FC or any other Super League club. I do believe there was an offer. I believe that they've actually done it, because a lot of people are reporting on it. But I like the intent. If you don't ask, you don't get. You want the best player in the world, you put in an offer. Fair enough. Kenny hands the ball off to Alamotti up towards the 20. 14.5 minutes gone. Second tackle. Kenny in centre field left to Yo. Straightens up with the carry himself. 3 defenders in the tackle to bring him down, just shy of his own 30. 3 tackles to go. Now with Garner. Up towards his own 40. 2 tackles to go for the Panthers. Edwards in centre field. Half a break there, up towards the halfway line. 15 minutes gone, last tackle for Penrith. Cleary on the last, puts boot to ball. This will come down on the 10. Collected by Cobbo. Straightens up, just shy of his own 20. Tabai Fidel with the next one. Straightens up, just over the 20 now. See if the Panthers can keep him restricted or if the Dolphins can get up the field. Isako with the next one. Over the 30 down the right edge. 15.5 minutes gone. Down the right edge still with Avarillo. He'd love a bit of space to manoeuvre. But it is 6 again. Inside 10. Fresh set for the Dolphins. They can get up the field now. They can get up the field. On halfway with Plath. Left to Gilbert. Then to Molo. Inside Panthers territory. 3 tackles to go. 16 minutes gone. Right to Katoa. Then to Tabai Fidel. Switches back to Finifeiwaki. Over the 40. Inside Panthers half. Gilbert with the next one over the 30. Looking for an offload. Gets one for Plath. Now with Knowles. Then to Tabai Fidel. Last tackle. Dolphins are 25 metres out. Knowles in centre field. Across to Katoa. Chips towards the back left. Easy enough for Dylan Edwards to take. Flicks it behind him for Toto. Room to run here, maybe. Over the 10. Shrugs off one. Knowles gets him wrapped up. Tries to strip the ball. Ball comes loose. It's just play on. Jenkins with a carry up towards a 30. Morgan Knowles. You sly dog. Down the left edge now with Isaac Tango up towards the 40. Talangi. Now with Edwards, still down the left edge of the park. Few metres shy of halfway, 17 minutes gone. 4 tackles to go. Kenny, right to Smith. Over halfway, 3 tackles remaining. Nearly double the run meters for the Panthers here in this game so far. Garner with a carry down the right edge. 2 tackles to go. The Panthers are about 35 metres out. Cleary in centre field, goes right to Liotta. Bit of a mess there. Kenny looks uncomfortable. Oh dear. He's on the 30. He's still down. You heard the noise he made. Oh no. Hopefully he's okay. Clock is stopped at the moment. Let's have a look. Oh! Nikarima just sits on his ankle. Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a call against Nikarima. I don't think there should be. Unless it was a hip drop. It might have been a hip drop, actually, thinking about it. Kenny's not in a good way at the moment. He's not in a good way at all. Kenny is limping off. Oh, that does not look good at all. So what do they do? Who goes to 9? Cogger? Oh yeah, just Cogger to 9, really. That's it. Really? Okay. Well, folks.
He's going to be yellow card. Campbell, you dickhead!
Nicarima with the yellow. Okay. The Dolphins are now down to 12. Not sure if I'm quite okay with that. Not too sure. Panthers are 15 out with Yo. Switch back to Lindsay Smith. Takes it just inside the 10. He's about 8 or 9 metres out left of the posts. 18 minutes gone. Cleary left to Papali'i. Doesn't make any ground there. Actually loses a couple metres. 3 tackles left. Shifting it right from Cleary to Yo. Flat ball to Leota. About 7 metres out right of the sticks. 2 tackles remaining for the Panthers. And a 6 again. It's now with Yo. In front of the right post. 2 metres out. Plenty of tackles to go. Cleary with a kick through. Chase there from Tango. But it's batted over the dead ball line by Hamato Tabuai-Fidau. This will be a goal line dropout shortly. Pretty sure they'll go short on this one. If they can get the ball back, run the clock down a bit. Who is that playing at hooker? Is it Phillips? Oh no, it's Lussick. Of course it's Lussick. What am I on about? What am I chatting? 19 minutes gone. They want to go short. They will go short. Will it make the 10? Nearly. Nearly. Cobbo collects it on the 10 basically, or just shy of it, but spins into touch. Lussick. Now with Alamotti. Just right of the post. 2 metres out. Great chance to hit double digits shortly for the Panthers. Left to Leota. Then to Cleary. Across to Talangi. Stopped on the 10. Lussick, right to Smith. Then goes back to the short side left to Talangi. Now to Papali'i. And he'll just take the carry about 4 metres out near the left touchline. Lussick goes right to Cleary. Then on his left to Blaze Talangi. Tries to step through the line. Finds the try line. Simple stuff, but effective. Panthers will extend the lead off the back of a sin bin for the Dolphins. They've applied a lot of pressure down this end of the park. I don't think the Dolphins have been inside the red zone yet. I don't think. Feel free to correct me on that one. But for territory, Panthers have been dominant right now. Whether it be off a penalty, mostly from mistakes from the Dolphins. They just can't get out their own end. But Talangi, couple steps, gets a bit of room to run. Gets his arms free as well. Finafeuaki can't quite make the tackle. Talangi with a try. There's your Dolphins win. You never know, it could be an insane comeback. 30-point lead for the Panthers, then the Dolphins come back and win 31-30. You never know. It's Rugby League. You never know. Oh. Well, we are done with the first quarter of the game. Wait. That's a nice hat there, Blaze. Okay, Cleary to add the extras to make it 12-0. What have you got, Nathan? What have you got? Also, come to Warrington, please. Kick is good. Also, Carl Fitzpatrick, please make him an offer when he's available to speak to other clubs. Thanks, Carl. $12-0 for the Panthers. Let's just give him everything. Let's say, you know what, we'll buy you a house in Manchester. Or in Appleton, maybe. We'll buy you a house somewhere, really nice. We'll stick you on over £1 million a year. £1 million from Hull, come on now. How about 1.1 plus a house plus bonuses? $18 minutes, 36 seconds gone. The clock is currently stopped. We'll get back underway shortly. Not sure how long's left on the sin bin. Mitch Kinetic is ruled out, suspected fractured leg. Oh dear. Not sure how long that tends to last for. Oh yeah, we're just having a break here, forgot. Because it is the conditions there, like it's quite hot and humid over there, so we're getting drinks breaks, which is fair enough. Six minutes to go on the sin bin. There we go, that answers that question. 6 minutes to go. Get back underway shortly. Dolphins to kick us off. Whenever you're ready, lads. Whenever you're ready. Back underway. So come down on the try line. Edwards underneath it. Hands the ball off to Mosley-Otto with a strong run. But he'll be pushed back a couple of metres. That's alright for the Dolphins. That's alright. A few metres out from his own line. Alamotti with the next carry. Up towards the 10. Plays over Lussick. He goes right to Garner. Up towards the 20. 3 tackles to go in this set for the Panthers. Edwards through centre field. Flat ball on his left to Lindsay Smith. 2 tackles to go. 18 minutes left in the first half. Left to Edwards. Just over the 30 down the left edge. Last tackle. Right to Cleary. Puts boot to ball. This will come down on the 20 for Cobbo, who takes it cleanly. Up towards the 30. 17 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. 5 minutes to go on the sin bin for Nikorima. He's now with Farnworth. Up towards halfway. Next carry. Is that Flegler? Didn't see who that was. Schneider, sorry. Very different people. But a 6 again. 3 line breaks to 0 for the Panthers here. 6 again for the Dolphins. 30 metres out. Make that 25. Make it 20 with Finafeuaki. 17 minutes to go in the first half. Second tackle. Over on the right hand side. Back towards centre field now with Gilbert. On the back to Katoa. Then to Schneider. Hands it off to Farnworth. Steps back inside. 5 metres out left of the post. 3 tackles to go. And a 6 again for the Dolphins. In centre field with Katoa. Hands it off to Gilbert, who just drops it. Panthers have the ball. Talangi down the left edge. Up towards the 20. Oh dear. Tango with a really strong carry there up towards his own 40. Left to Jenkins. Up towards the halfway line. Good metres already for the Panthers here. They could end the set in good field position. Sorensen, with space behind the ruck, takes it over the 40. 3 tackles to go. Liotta's getting a rest here. In centre field with Cleary. Goes at the line himself. Gets an offload for Isaiah Yeo. Keeps carrying the ball inside the red zone. 2 tackles left. Good set here so far from the Panthers. Can they cap it off with a try? It is left to Blaise Talangi. Kicks through. There's a chase. Isako bats it over the dead ball line just about. Bit of a tricky one, but that's a great set from the Panthers. Solid stuff. Solid stuff. Blaise Talangi with a nice kick through there. So yeah, it was left to Talangi. Nicely weighted. Awkward bounce for Isako. Will they go short again? They will. It will reach the 10. It'll go to the 20, but Toto collects it. So they've gone to the 20 twice. Toto's collected it twice, and then the other one was just short. Well, the Panthers are 10 metres out, just right at the post. Lussick, short side right to Cleary, goes at the line himself. He's stopped 3 or 4 metres shy. Over on the right hand side. Lussick, still short side right, a spin from Alamotti, stopped a metre short. 2 tackles to go. Lussick having a go himself. I think he was held up. They are going to check this one. On-field decision is no try. Bunker will have a gander. They're just seeing whether he's lost it or there was a strip. We will find out. Let's have a look. So he needs to spin. That's held up for now. Ref's head's in the way. So he's still got possession. I think he might have just lost it there. Loose carry. I think he's just lost it. Only a couple of minutes left on the sin bin for Nicarima as well. But well done, Herbie Farnworth with the try saver. Look at him go. So this will be 20 metre tap, 7 tackle set, I think. Oh, 6 tackles, right, okay. 20 metre tap with 6 tackles, gotcha. Understood. 14 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cobbo with a strong carry up towards his own 40. Ruck infringement against the Panthers, so a 6 again for the Dolphins. They're on halfway, 14 and a half to go. They'll end the set in good territory here. I think they'll have their first proper attacking set. Right to Katoa, then to Tabai Fidel. Now with Avarillo down the right hand side. He's near the right touchline, about 35 metres out. Back towards the middle with Tabai Fidel. 1.5 to go left on the sin bin. 35 out. Maybe just less than that. Just over the 30. Now in centre field with Katoa. Out the back to Schneider. Flat ball. It is wayward slightly. Collected by Cleary, but he knows that there's been a touch from the Panthers. This will be a repeat set for the Dolphins. Dolphins can apply a bit of pressure now. Thing is, the Panthers are really good in defence. Right, this year they've been excellent, conceding an average of 12 points per game, I think it was. So the Dolphins, they can be a good attacking side. There's been a couple of games where it's been slightly clunky and a bit disjointed, but they are typically much better attacking than they are defending side. Maybe they can come up with something this week. 45 seconds to go on the sin bin. Scrum, 25 out in centre field for the Dolphins. Out the back and it goes right to Asako. Stop just shy of the 20. Plays of a Plath. Now with Finafeuaki. Up towards the 10. We've got 13 minutes to go. Nikarima's nearly back on as well. It is left to Katoa. Then to Schneider. Now with Farnworth trying to get around 1. Gets taken to ground. In the back left corner. 3 tackles to go. Back towards the middle to Schneider. Drops it backwards. Bobbles it. Eventually collects it. Now with Katoa. Then to Stone. Back over the 20. 15 metres out. 2 tackles left. Nikarima's back on very soon. Katoa. Outside, then back in. And he's lost it. Papali'i has possession. And a penalty for the Panthers. It's been a rough start for the Dolphins here. It's been a rough start. Chance to keep him pinned back, or chance to maybe score. But then they lose possession. Chance to keep him pinned back. And then a penalty for dissent. It's a fresh set. A tap and half away from Isaac Tango up towards the 40. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. Next carry from Going. Or is it Phillips? That might be Phillips, actually. Yeah, it is. Shifting it right, it's with Sorensen up towards the 30 in centre field. 3 tackles to go for the Panthers. 11.5 to go. It is left to Phillips. Stop just shy of the 20. 2 tackles remaining. Lussick in centre field with Cleary. Out the back to Edwards. Trying to break the line here up towards the 10. Last tackle. Take the 1. Why not? On the last, it's with Garner. Then to Cleary in centre field. Chips towards the back left. Isako is going to go up for this one. Takes it cleanly. And comes down with it about 7 metres out from his own try line. With 11 minutes to go in the first half. Averillo with a carry. Doesn't make much ground there. Gets dragged back a few metres. Cobbo with the next one. Up towards his own 20. Through centre field. 3 tackles to go. Schneider left to Farnworth. Just shy of his own 30. Eventually, a bit sluggishly, plays it for Schneider. Dolphins shift it right. Katoa, now tabbed by Fidel. A bit slow here. A little bit slow. But he bumps off a few and up towards the 40. Did alright there in a poor situation. But last tackle, out the back to Katoa. Puts boot to ball. And it's Gord. Sorry, folks. My apologies. So 10 minutes to go in the first half. Hey. Panthers in possession on their own 30 with Edwards. Then to Jenkins. Stopped just shy of his own 40. Phillips with the next one. Over halfway. 2 tackles to go for the Panthers. Lussick, short side left. Talangi looking for a few easy metres there, and he does, up towards the 40. 9.5 to go. It's with Cleary on the last. Puts boot to ball. This will come down 15 out from the try line. Batted backwards from Jenkins. Still the last. Batted on from Tango. It's with Talangi. Kicks through. Good chase here from Lussick. Between the sticks. Tabo Fidel's there. But that will find the dead ball line. And it'll be a 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set for the Dolphins. Let's have another look at this one. Okay, Dolphins in possession, 25 out from their own line. Just less than 9 minutes to go. Carry through centre field over the 30 for the Dolphins. Yo is leading the VB Harden Index with 44. Smith on 39, Leota 34, Edwards 32, Gilbert 31. Shifting it right from Plath to Katoa. Just inside Panthers territory. 3 tackles to go. 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Shifting it left with Katoa. Nikarima out the back to Farnworth. Good metres here. Shrugs off a few defenders. Gets an offload. Cobbo down the left touchline. Back inside. Slightly wayward there. Dolphins still have possession. Just over 10 metres out. 2 tackles to go. Back towards centre field. Now with Plath. Then across to Katoa. Launches it across. 2-on-1 possibly. Averillo in the corner is Isako. Good tackle from Jenkins. Back inside. Interception from Talangi. Good effort, Dolphins, but well done, Jenkins, to make that tackle. I was convinced for a moment that with a 2-on-1, Isako was going to go in there, but Jenkins with the recovery. Well done, lad. Well done. Panthers now 15 out from their own try line. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this first half. Toto with a carry through centre field. Going is also on for Yo. Lussick waits at dummy half. Left to Edwards. Up towards the 30, down the left edge of the park. It's with Cleary. On the last, tries to shrug off one. Eventually gets a kick away from the 40. Bounces nicely enough for Selwyn Cobbo. And he takes it up towards his own 40. I'm not going to lie, folks, I could do with some sugar. I could do with some energy. My eyelids are feeling quite heavy at the moment. I'm not tired, but They're feeling a bit heavy. It is right to Katoa. 6 again for ruck infringement. 6 minutes and 45 to go in this first half. Schneider. Right to Averillo. Up towards the 30 inside the Panthers half. 4 tackles to go. Out the back to Katoa. Quick hands to Nikarima. Then to Farnworth. Stopped on the 20. Actually gets an offload. And it is going to be picked up by Lemuelu. My bad, pimp, my bad. But eventually, Katoa is wrapped up, taken to ground. And a 6 again for ruck infringement. Fair enough. The tackle was done, and you dragged him to ground for no reason. Finafewaki over the 20, over on the right edge of the park. Good chance for the Dolphins now. Stone with a carry just shy of the 10. 6 minutes left. Plath in centre field. Out the back. Now in Nikarima. He's going to be 3 or 4 metres out just left of the sticks. 3 tackles to go. Schneider goes himself. Spins. He is stopped a metre short. Good effort. 2 tackles to go. Plath launches it right to Katoa. Then to Hamaso Tabo Fidel. Switch back to Averillo. 5th tackle. 5th and last. Out the back to Katoa. 5.5 to go. Kicks cross the face of post towards the back left. Toto goes up. Loses it. This will be a 6 again for the Dolphins. Lemuelu has possession. 5 minutes 20 to go in the first half. Fresh set of 6. Stone with a carry. About 6 metres out, just left of the posts. Short side left to Katoa. Quick hands, Farnworth, and a drop from Cobbo. Plenty of defenders to get in the way. 5 minutes left, but a mistake. A mistake. Four and a half to go. It'll be a scrum for the Panthers on their own 10. It is left to Jenkins. 15 out from his own line. Any more points in this half? Any more points? Anything exciting to come in this game in general would be great. Next carry from Phillips up towards his own 30. The whistle is blown and that's a penalty for the Panthers. Just less than 4 minutes to go. High shot there from Flegler. Thomas, lad, what are you doing? What are you doing? Panthers off the back of a penalty, kick to touch, and they'll start a fresh set just shy of halfway. Sorensen through centre field up towards the halfway line. Gets an offload for Lussick. Launches it right to Alamotti. Straightens up with a strong carry up towards the Dolphins 40. So 3.5 to go. There's a strip here from Farnworth. And it is clean. He gets an offload for Stone. Over the 40. Great chance for Panthers to apply some pressure there. But well done Farnworth getting that strip. Well done, lad. Farnworth with a carry. Over halfway. Plays it in centre field. Howdy, sir. Good to see you. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me anyway, still. In centre field, shifting it right to Katoa. Then across to Tabai Fidel. Hands it off to Averillo, but it's a penalty for obstruction. Panthers penalty. If you don't like it, Izzy, challenge it. If you don't like it. Remember you, the name looks familiar. The name does look familiar. So obstruction there. Was there an obstruction? I don't even know. Kick to touch. Panthers will start a fresh set. And they've had 4 penalties in their favour, none for the Dolphins. But fresh set, 35 out. It's now 25 out with Papali'i. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lussick right to Phillips. Over on the left edge, Lussick right to Going. Shifting it right to Cleary. Switch back to Garner. Stopped just over 10 metres out. Just less than 2 minutes to go as well. 3 tackles. Lussick. Short side left to to Phillips. Saw the 7. Thought it was Cleary for a second. 2 metres out. Over on the left-hand side. Right to Cleary. Slips over. So last tackle coming up for the Panthers. 1 minute 35 to go. Just left of the post. Short side left to Blaze Delaney. Chips towards the back left. We have a contest. Jenkins goes up. Takes it cleanly. What a take from Thomas Jenkins. Backed him any time. You just would, wouldn't you, based on the form he's on right now with tries. 16-0 for the Panthers. He just leaps like a salmon in his pink jersey. The bear could not catch him. In this case, that's Jermaine Osako. Leaps like a salmon or rises like a phoenix from the ashes. Takes it cleanly. Comes down with it. 16-0 it shall be for the Panthers. Fair play. Jenkins is genuinely on for State of Origin. Genuinely on for it. Finally, the whole Saints game is... Finally it is processed. I can download both streams now. I can do the stream highlights after this. Jenkins, 15 tries. Farlongo is second with 9, tied with Dom Young. Then it's Warbrick on 7, with Tenny Lesniak on 7. Okay, so the hooter has sounded. And just waiting on the conversion here. Can Cleary, near the touchline, make it 18-0? Tricky one. 2 for 2 so far. Nathan Cleary, at the end of the half, steps up and the kick is... It is sweet as you like. Sweet as you like. So, to confirm, it is now 18-0 and half-time. 18-0. This is just, the standard Panthers. Although they've not been, amazing in possession. It's been a little bit clunky at times. It's not been amazing. But they just restrict meters so well. They get up the park, and every now and then, even if they're not, executing that cleanly, you just know an individual can come up with something, whether it be Edwards, whether it be Cleary, like the first try. They'll just come up with something, or Blaze Delaney, applying a bit of pressure. There's so many great options. But yeah, they just keep grinding through games. And there we go, 18-0 at half-time. I'll put up a poll for the second half. It'll be interesting to see if this is very one-sided, which you'd imagine it might be. Panthers lead 18-0 at half-time. Dolphins and Panthers. Oh yeah, I just realised. Storm lost 5 games in a row. Jesus. That's 2 wins in a row for the Raiders. That's huge for them. Oh, first vote, of course it's for the Dolphins. Of course it is. What is going on with the Storm? Who have they got next week? Actually, I'll look into streams for next week, actually. Starting with Super League. Let's have a look at that first. So next week in Super League, there's a clash on Thursday. York versus Toulouse or Lee versus Huddersfield. Lee versus Huddersfield feels like the better game to me. Especially if Huddersfield put in a good shift against Leeds this weekend. Or today, actually. I don't know. Maybe York versus Toulouse, maybe. Or a dual stream, I'll see. Friday, I can't do any games because I'm out. I can't even go to the Warrington game because I'm also out. And then Saturday, I could do back-to-back Bradford versus Hull KR and Saints versus Wakey, so I can do both games on Saturday. That's fine. Next week, Thursday, Tigers versus Raiders. I can do that one. Friday, do I want to do Cowboys versus Sharks? Maybe. Broncos versus Bulldogs. I can do that one. Saturday, Warriors versus Dolphins. Maybe. Storm versus Rabbitohs. That would be a good one to do. So I could look into that. I'll look into it. What is going on with Melbourne? What is going on? Looking at the poll. 7 votes. 57% say the Panthers will win from this point on. Get your votes in, folks. Who do you think is going to win? If anyone's got any score predictions, feel free to throw them in there. What did I say for this one? 34-14. It's on, but I don't know if I can see the Dolphins getting 14 points now. Don't know if I can see it. I'm not sure it's within them to do it. Oh, I saw some Sorry, folks. I saw some F1 news there. I just missed it. Need to go back and find it. Oh, it's alright. Not that important. Okay, looking at the poll. It's 50-50 right now. 10 votes. Anyone want to lean that towards the other way? Well, it's been a solid half from the Panthers. Not been the cleanest half they've put in, but it has been solid. Restricting meters, getting up the park, good enough in possession. Obviously, the sin bin for the Dolphins didn't help their case. Helped to swing momentum a bit more. But I will be streaming Huddersfield vs Leeds later, which I'm actually looking forward to. Both are on good form right now. Or decent form at the very least. And it could be interesting. Could be very interesting. See, they're looking at something here, which I was thinking before. They're showing a replay of Mitchell Moses being hit high as he's falling, and it was given as a penalty for Moses. Warbrick, at the end of that game against the Raiders, was hit higher by Sanders, but they said it was accidental, incidental. I think that should have been a penalty, and I don't know why it wasn't given. Could have been a different game. Could have been a different game. But oh well. Okay. Hopefully we get underway soon. Eager to get this one going. I don't think the Dolphins will be able to make the comeback. It depends on, I don't know. They would need to just kind of switch onto their best. They need the Panthers to have a poor second half, like how they started against the Bulldogs last week, just a lot of errors. They could also do with a sin bin. But the thing is, even if the Panthers went down to 12, I don't even know if they'd concede a try. So even that might not help. Or if they lose key players. Almost forgot that game was on. The game was on. Well, you're here now. You're here now, which is good. Yeah, Panthers just too good at the moment. Just too good. What time are we on? It's nearly 12. Nearly 12. Let's look at the poll. 21 votes. 57% say the Panthers will win from this point on with an 18-point lead. You would imagine that they would. You would imagine. Actually, I do want to check something. Okay, 27th of May. Okay, should be fine. I just wanted to make sure I could do all 3 Origin games. That is the plan. I plan to do all 3 Origin games. I also mentioned this on my Super League stream yesterday. I might stream some some Football World Cup games. Because obviously I'm English, I might stream some English games. Because it's like, one, it's like the biggest occasion on the planet. So it's like, okay, well, sure. But then it opens up the door to do other sports, which I've wanted to do. I've considered F1, I've considered Premier League football. I've sort of considered Rugby Union, but more for like Six Nations or World Cups. Because I'm not really bothered about watching league stuff or league competitions for Union. So maybe internationals for England games, something like that. Maybe. But yeah, I think Football World Cup, Rugby League World Cup I'll do this year. State of Origin, F1 I'd probably get into at some point. NFL is the other one. But it just depends on times, really. Could be tricky to do. Could be tricky, but we will see. If anyone's got any score predictions, feel free to get them in. 24 votes, 58% say the Panthers will win from this point on. But yeah, so for next week, York versus Toulouse or Leavers. Huddersfield, I'll have a think about that. No streams on Friday for Super League. And then Saturday, Bradford versus Hull KR, followed by Saints versus Wakefield. And then for NRL, Tigers versus Raiders, I will do. Broncos versus Bulldogs, I will do. Storm versus Rabbitohs. Maybe some other games, but I'll give it a think. I will think about it. I think from this point on, I'm going to go with... I'm going to go 36-6. Because the Dolphins might get 1 try. But I can see 3 more from the Panthers. So 36-6. But I hope it's my score prediction. 34-14, but you never know. We'll see. Doable. Still doable. Let's get this back underway. Come on now. Come on, let's get going. Get the Rugby League back on. But that first try, that was too easy. Cleary with a simple break. Missed tackle there from Gilbert. Supporting his inside from Leota and Edwards. Edwards gets it betwixt the sticks. Second one was Cleary. Left to Blaise Talangi. Bit of room to run. Dives over. 2 assists there from Cleary already. What was the third one again? Lussick. Left to Talangi. Oh yeah, Talangi with a kick through. Jenkins in the corner. So a try and assist for Talangi and 2 assists from Cleary. Halves are doing alright. And a try from Edwards. So the spine's doing alright. Oh yeah, let's look at stats. Let's have a gander. 57% possession for the Panthers. They've had more time in possession. 80% completion to the Dolphins 70. They've had more runs, more meters, more post-contact meters. 3 line breaks for them as well to the Dolphins 2. More tackle breaks, higher average set distance, quicker play the ball speed, more offloads, more kicks, more kick meters, 3 forced dropouts. Tackle efficiency slightly higher for the Dolphins. 7 errors for the Panthers, 8 for the Dolphins. 4 penalties against the Dolphins as well. Plus a sin bin. Panthers are looking comfortable. Hopefully we get a decent end here. Hopefully. Cleary, 2 line breaks, 2 try assists, 5 tackle busts, 53 run meters, 210 kick meters. Not bad. He's alright, isn't he, that Cleary? He's half decent, I guess you could say. Just about. Just a little bit. A little bit good at times. Get him in a wire kit next year. Get him at Warrington. Please. There's always the chance he stays at Penrith. There's always the chance. But the thing is, there's so many Super League fans that are hoping that he comes over. Literally, the hopes and dreams of Super League fans are reliant on, not to get personal or anything, because I'm not going to go into it, but his relationship. As she lives over here in England, he lives there. That's just, a lot of people like, if that fails, that reduces the chance of Cleary coming to Super League. But they both seem perfect for each other. So, just don't change a thing. Aside from how far apart you live. Maybe. Few minutes to go. I feel like this half has dragged. I'm just ready to go. It's been quiet in the chat today. For the Raiders Storm game, it was kind of lively, but it's been a bit quiet in here. Been a bit quiet. But that's alright. Sometimes there's just people in the background that like to listen, they don't like to say much. That's okay. That's okay. I was tempted to put a bet on for this weekend, but chose not to. Because normally when I do, even though it might just be a fiver or a tenner, maybe 15, and I'm, as per usual, incorrect and lose the bet so far this season, it just makes me more frustrated. Especially when the team that should be winning just shits the bed, basically. I'm looking forward to seeing Matt Duffy for the Rabbitohs, though. I did like him when he was at Warrington. I think he got a bit too much stick from Warrington fans. Wasn't always great, but I think was very important for us. Makes a ton of meters. I think could do the same for the Rabbitohs. I hope it goes well for him. Hope it does. But we'll see. Jai Gray's a big loss. I'm sure Matt can do a job. I'm sure he can. Let's have a look at the poll. 43 votes, 67%. Or 44 votes, 68%. Said the Panthers will win. I need to yawn. Sorry, folks. We'll get back underway shortly. It does feel like this half is dragging. I don't know if they're getting a longer break because it's because of the conditions again, it being hot and humid. They got a break after about 20 minutes. So we'll get another one. We'll fit that in at some point, but maybe they're just getting a longer break. I don't know. $47 votes, 47 votes, 68% of the Panthers will win. There's a lot more votes for the Dolphins than I thought there was going to be, but that might be some people taking the mick. Possibly. Yeah, I need to make the stream highlights videos after this, which will be up on TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok, there's a link in the description, or just search Kinetic Rugby League over on TikTok, and you can find stream highlights over there. My NRL ones don't really do that well, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why they don't really get views. The Super League ones do, which is fair enough. Who knows? Maybe it's the hashtags. Maybe it's the time that I post it. Who could say for sure? Please, surely we're getting underway soon. Surely. Can we get going now? Okay, they're going to come out shortly. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. I just can't see the Dolphins coming back. I just can't see it. Okay, I'm going to end this poll now. 51 votes, 67% say the Panthers will win from this point on. Try Predictor is 61% in favour of the Panthers as well. Right, we're moments away from getting this second half done. Final NRL game of the day. And I've got a long while until Huddersfield versus Leeds tonight. Let's see what the Dolphins have got, though. Let's have a gander. Right, we'll get back underway any second now. Any second now. Whenever you're ready. Well, Dolphins are out. They're ready to go. Folks, the second half is finally underway. Thank God for that. That dragged. Collected by Sarko. Flegler with the first carry of the second half. Takes it just over the 10. 15 out from his own try line. Schneider. Now with Finafeuaki up towards the 20 through centre field. Up towards the 30. Good carry. Good carry. He is a handful. It is left to Plath. Not sure where he's playing at the minute. Is he playing... He's not in the halves, is he? Or is he at 13? Plath might be at 13 right now, actually. Schneider waits at dummy half. Up towards halfway with Lemuelu. And a knock-on from Lemuelu. Oh, dear. On halfway. 50 seconds gone and already a mistake from the Dolphins. Let's have a look. Looked okay. Ah, yeah. Just before he gets up to play it. And based on his reaction, he knows he messed up. But there's going to be a scrum for the Panthers on the halfway line. They feed the ball in and go short side right to Brian Toto, who eats up about 10 metres there. Good carry. Strip there from Farnworth again. Hands it off to Lemuelu. Dolphins back in possession. Fair enough. That's 2 strips in one game from Farnworth. You don't see that many lately. You wait an hour for a strip and suddenly 2 come at once. Offload there from the Dolphins. Look like a knock-on, but he has to replay the ball. Okay. Schneider, left to Plath. I think he is playing at lock right now, Plath. Plays it for Schneider. Right to Katoa in centre field. 40 metres out. He'll take the carry himself. Just over 2 minutes gone so far in this second half. Schneider, just over 30 out, goes left to Stone, then to Nikarima. Now with Farnworth down the left edge. Steps back inside. Just over 20 metres out. Last tackle coming up for the Dolphins. Schneider, now Nikarima. Shifts it right out the back to Katoa. Then to Tabai Fidel. Early ball to Avarillo. Gets an offload back to Tabai Fidel. Launched it back towards centre field to Nicarima. Then across to Schneider, over the top. Cobbo, near the left touch line, kicks, chases, but Cleary collects it up towards his own 10, near the right touch line. Bit of off-the-cuff stuff there from the Dolphins. Couldn't quite find anything with that. Up towards the 10. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Second tackle. Cleary at dummy half. Hands it off to Edwards. He now takes this 15 out from his own try line. Lussick to Jenkins. Up towards the 20. Through centre field. 2 tackles remaining. Next one from Isaac Tango. Comes down on the 30. Plenty of defenders in the tackle as well. Lussick, right to Cleary. Puts boot to ball from his own 30. Half decent distance on that one. Bounces on the 30. And bounces nicely for Selwyn Cobbo to collect and returning up towards his own 40. 3.5 minutes gone. This is a really good place to start the set, actually. On their own 40s with Tabai Fidel. Then to Isako. Still on the 40. Second tackle. Finafeuaki up towards halfway. Another great carry. Solid carries from Kulakefu Finafeuaki so far. Schneider in centre field now with Plath. Left to Katoa. Goes at the line himself. Half break there. 4 minutes gone. 35 out. Short side left to Nicarima. Switch back to Farnworth. Just shy of the 20. Last tackle for the Dolphins. They're doing well for territory at the moment. It's with Katoa on the last. Chipping it towards the back left. Toto goes up, knocks on into the hands of Nicarima, offloads over the top to Lemuelu, steps back inside. Stopped just short of the try line. Very, very close. 4.5 minutes gone. Fresh set for the Dolphins inside the 10. Tabai Fidel, now with Stone. Drags Lussick onto his backside, plays it 3 metres out. Schneider goes himself. I think he's held up. Just held up. Good effort. Good effort there, Brad Schneider, but good defensive work on the goal line. Former Hull KR player, Brad Schneider. Really, really good effort. Good defensive scramble. You love to see it. Was Edwards involved in that? Maybe? 10 metres out, in centre field with Katoa. Switches back to Finafeuaki. He'll play this about 9 metres out. 3 tackles to go. Left to Plath. Katoa, ball across to Farnworth. Has he got room? In the left corner. Slices through the defence. You just knew Herbie was going to do something. He's had 2 strips in this game. A couple decent moments down that left flank. Applying a bit of pressure. They've looked much better over on the left than they have on the right. They haven't really offered anything on the right, really. But there's been a couple of moments where the left looks like they could come up with something. Farnworth is the one to do it himself. Cleary can't quite make the tackle. Last-ditch effort there from Going. Well, Farnworth is in. Dolphins will find the first points, or their first points of the day. I reckon this will be 6 shortly. $18 points to 4 with a kick to come, but they should get the kick. Should be Reet. Two ball steals from Farnworth as well. Look at him go. But good start in the second half from the Dolphins. Obviously, they lost the ball after 50 seconds. But then there was an error from the Panthers. Or, I know it was a strip. I think it was a strip then from Farnworth. But then they just sort of kept momentum and field position. The kick is good from Isako. So it is 18-6. But after that first knock on, after 50 seconds, they've done well for field position. They got up the field. They've restricted the meters from the Panthers. Applied a bit of pressure inside the red zone. They finally come up with something. So my exact score prediction is on. Just need 16 from the Panthers and 8 more from the Dolphins. Go on, Herbie, lad. Go on, lad. We are back underway. Kick towards the back left, collected in goal by Asako. Hands it off to Flegler with a carry up towards the 10. Nearly 7 minutes gone in the second half. Schneider hands it off to Finifeuaki with a run up towards the 20. Schneider then hands it off to Stone, pumping his legs up towards the 30 through centre field. Now in centre field with Plath. Hands the ball off to Lemuelu on his outside. 2 tackles to go for the Dolphins. And Flegler is going to try and step past Cleary, but slips over in the process. Right to Katoa on the last. Puts boot to ball. Collected 15 out from the try line by Jenkins. And returns up towards the 30. So can the Panthers answer back pretty soon? It's going to be Tungo with a carry through centre field. Edwards hands the ball off to Toto. Still in centre field up towards the 40. 3 tackles left for Penrith. Short side right to Alamotti. Oh, that's a hell of a shot. That's a strong shot from Plath there. Put him onto his backside. Edwards shifting it left now with Phillips through centre field. Last tackle for the Panthers. Not been a very lively set here, I'll be honest. Kick on halfway from Cleary. Comes down on the 10, taken by Tabai Fidau. Hands the ball off to Cobbo. And he'll return this through centre field up towards the 20. 31.5 minutes to go in this game. 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. What have the Dolphins got? Averillo with a carry just shy of the 40. Can they make the comeback? Next carry through centre field from Flegler. Dolphins still doing well for field position here. Up towards halfway with 2 tackles to go. Left to Plath. Then to Katoa. Now Nikarima. A little bit slow there, but does make good ground up towards the 40. 31 minutes to go. Last play, kick from Katoa towards the back left. Edwards goes up. So does Tabai Fidau. Tabai Fidau collects it. He's got support. Tries to offload it. He just went the wrong side. He just went the wrong side. It was knocked backwards by a Panthers player. I didn't see who it was. Let's have a look at this again. So close for the Dolphins. Tabai Fidau is good in the air. So is Edwards. He's typically reliable. Are these the 2 State of Origin fullbacks? Edwards and Tabai Fidau, or is it Reece Walsh? I don't know how long Walsh is out for, actually. I actually don't know. But Tabai Fidau could be the fullback. Carry through centre field from Sorensen up towards his own 30. Lussick waiting. He goes right to Yo. Across to Cleary. Quick hands across to Toto. Steps back inside up towards the halfway line. Good meters there. 30 minutes to go in this game. Cleary's not happy about something. Toto is slow getting up here. They're not happy about something. Whistle's blown. Let's have a gander. Was there a trip or something? Hit high? I'm not sure. No, I think it's okay. So they'll play the ball on halfway. 2 tackles to go. Edwards across to Cleary. Now Yo. Up towards the 40. Last tackle for the Panthers. Just inside Dolphins territory. Right to Cleary. With a chip. This will come down on the 10. Cobbo lets it come to him. And he's taken down. Taken to ground. Just in front of his own 10. 29.5 minutes to go. Tabai Fidau. Up towards the 20. And just over it. That's a good carry. Pleasing for Katoa. Left to Lemuelu. Now to the 30. 3 tackles left. Short side left to Farnworth. Second half territory is 63% towards the Dolphins. So they're doing much better in the second half. Right to Katoa. Then to Tabai Fidau. Averillo. Option on his outside, but back inside to Tabai Fidau. looking for support. Couple steps, got room to run. Jenkins and Talangi, they try to chase. Tabuai Fidau, with a moment of magic, a moment of brilliance, will find a try. The Dolphins are back in this game, folks. The Dolphins are back in this game. They're about to get a kick in front of the post. This will be 18-12. Let's have a look at this again. Let's have a look again. Looked like he kept needing support, but didn't need it eventually. So across to Averillo. Back inside to Tabai Fidel. Was looking for an offload. Steps back inside. Jenkins can't hold on to him. Neither can Talangi. Edwards couldn't make the tackle. And with that open space, he's one of the fastest in the game. You're just not catching him. It's not happening. But the Dolphins will make it a 6-point game in a second. Problem is I can't get my exact score now because I predicted 34-14 and they're not just going to take a random 2 from nowhere unless at the very end of the game they get a penalty in front of the sticks and they just go for it. But well done, Dolphins. Great start to the second half. Yeah, Dolphins, much better second half. Really good stuff. And the kick from Osako is good. 18-12 is the scoreline. We've got a game now. Let's see what the Panthers can do in response, but we've got a game. She's just staring at the camera. Looking into my soul. Well done, Taboy Fidel. Well done, lads. We've got 27 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Plenty of time. Plenty of things left to happen. And we are back underway. Momentum is in their favour at the moment, based on the momentum tracker. And it's going to be Flegler. Oh dear. Hit the table. Finifeuaki with a carry over the 20. Up towards the 30. Another great carry. Another great carry. Stone through centre field. Just shy of his own 40. Schneider. 3 tackles to go. Right to Katoa. Up towards the halfway line. Good meters again from the Dolphins. 2 tackles left. In centre field with Plath. Over the 40. 35 metres out. Last tackle for the Dolphins. Can they find the corner? Right to Katoa. Chips. Right at the post. Comes down on the 10. Edwards knocks on. Dolphins are about to get a fresh set in front of the try line here. This could be level soon. Legit, this could be level soon. Is there a challenge? Panthers are challenging a disruptor. Okay. Let's have a gander. I'm not sure if they'll get the call here. Both go up. Isako might have got a touch on that one. No, he doesn't touch it. I'm not sure what they thought they were challenging there. I'm not sure what they were trying to challenge. Yeah, that was quite bad, Lemon. That was quite bad. There was nothing in that. Absolutely nothing. It's a waste of a challenge. Like, what do they seriously think the Dolphins have done in that situation? Anyway, There's a scrum near the right touchline, 15 out. Now back towards centre field with Katoa. Across to Nikarima. Out the back to Tabai Fidel. Ball to Cobo in the corner. Might have got that. There's a lot of Panthers players shifting across. Try is given. We need to see a different angle there because it didn't switch in time. But this could be a try. And potentially an equalizer coming up. Show us a different angle. Let's have a gander. But it was great stuff. From the scrum, 15 out. In centre field with Katoa. Then to Nikarima. Cross to Tabai Fidel. Then Cobo. Come on, show us a grounding. Show us a grounding. This one might tell us. I think he's got that. Looks okay. Good effort to shift across from those 4 Panthers players. Yeah, I think he's got it. That looks good. Well done, Selwyn Cobo. This is going to be 16-18. Tough kick here for Asako. Right next to the touchline. I believe it's an in-swinger though, which is not too bad. Fair play, Dolphins. Are we trying to... It's not confirmed yet, actually. It's not confirmed. Oh, it's now confirmed. Okay. Didn't think there was anything wrong with it. 92% on the season. 22 out of 24. This tough kick now from the touchline. It's swinging. Folks, it was 18-0 to the Panthers at half-time. It was 18-0. It then was 18-6. It was 18-12. It now is 18-all. Clock is stopped at the moment. 24 minutes and 19 seconds left. We'll be back underway in a second. So still plenty of time for a lot more to happen here. Panthers at risk for back-to-back losses right now. Dolphins really switched it on. Am I about to go 0 for 3 this weekend on NRL? So back underway. Dolphins just over their own 10. Finifeoaki with the next carry. 24 minutes to go. Plays for Schneider. Now with Stone. Over the 30. Through centre field. 3 tackles remaining for the Dolphins. Shifting it left to Plath, then Lemuelu. 2 tackles remaining. Schneider at dummy half. Flegler through centre field, up towards the halfway line. Decent meters. Good post-contact meters there. 23.5 to go. Last tackle inside Panthers territory. Katoa with a kick on the last. This will come down on the 20. Jenkins goes up, takes it cleanly. This is the thing from the Panthers. Like, the Dolphins have done well to get up the field, but there's been a couple mistakes from the Panthers from the high ball to give repeat sets to the Dolphins in front of the try line. Edwards with a carry on the second. Lussick right to Toto. Hits the defensive wall, then he's stopped. 2 tackles to go. It is now with Smith. They've got the same hair. Hosking used to be at the Panthers, I'm pretty sure. Hosking, what am I on about? Because he played earlier. Smith it was, but there's a kick on the last. Collected on the 10 by Cobo. Shrugs off one. Nearly shrugs off another. Actually, he's still going. He's still going. Up towards the 30. Panthers eventually stop him. That's a great return. 22.5 to go. They start a fresh set. 35 out from their own line. Lemuelu with the next one up towards the 40. 22 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Back towards centre field to Tabai Fidel. Then Katoa. Flat ball to Finifeoaki. Can't quite get an offload. Gets a quick play of the ball though. Right to Katoa. Little show and go. Goes at the line himself. Just over 30 metres out. 2 tackles left. Averillo. Now in centre field with Tabai Fidel. Drops it off to Plath. 22 minutes left. Last tackle for the Dolphins. 30 metres out. In centre field, right to Katoa. Chips towards a post. Edwards looking to go up. He does. And he knocks on. Collected by Schneider. A fresh set of 6 for the Dolphins again. Too many mistakes from the back 3. Too many. Dolphins have a fresh set. 5 metres out. Make it 2 or 3. 21.5 minutes to go. They could take the lead in the second here. Katoa in centre field. Switching back to Gilbert. 5 metres out in front of the posts. And a 6 again for the Dolphins. Schneider right to Katoa. Little show and go. And he stops a metre short right at the sticks. Schneider waiting. Back in centre field with Plath. Across to Nikarima. Flat ball to Lemuelu. Takes it back over the 10. About 8 metres out over on the left hand side of the park. 21 minutes to go in this game. Plath. Stop just left of the sticks. 3 metres out. 2 tackles to go. It is right to Gilbert. Sorry, 3 on this one. Katoa flat ball to Fidifewaki. Tries to get an offload, but it is collected by Leota. Hands it off to Tango. Then to Jenkins. And he'll be stopped just short of the 10. Don't think an offload was needed there. But Tango with a carry just over the 10. Second half run meters. 601 to 165. 4 line breaks to 0. Damn. 19 missed tackles for the Panthers to 1 from the Dolphins. Damn. 3 tackles left for Penrith. It is right to Cleary. 40-20 attempt, maybe. I think he wanted it. Shrugs off a few defenders. Pops the ball across to Talangi. Over the top to Sorensen. Spaced on the left-hand side. Wants an offload. That is forward by a mile. That will find touch. What are the Panthers doing? Folks, we've got a quarter of the game left to go. Hey, the Panthers are throwing this game away now. They're throwing it away. But we're going with a drinks break. There's a quarter to go. Good time to have the break. Bear with me, folks. Well, the Dolphins have been much better in possession this half. They didn't really pose much of a threat in the first. Minutes to go. We're just waiting on this drinks break right now. We can all take a drinks break, I think. Well, I'm ready to go. What a comeback here. What a comeback. So we'll get back underway in a second. Had the drinks break all sorted. Okay, we are back underway. One second, need to send this. Alright, back underway. 19 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this game. In centre field with Katoa. Across to Nikarima. Then to Fidifewaki. Good meters again up towards the 20. Over on the right edge. It's now with Schneider at dummy half. Left to Katoa in centre field. Across to Nikarima. Then to Farnworth. maybe could have tipped the ball on in time, but cuts back towards centre field. Farnworth is 15 metres out in centre field. 2 tackles to go. Right to Knowles, then to Tabuai Fidel, across to Avarillo, trying to get around one. The Dolphins have the lead. Avarillo will give the Dolphins the bloody lead. How on earth has this happened? They've just steamrolled the Panthers in this second half. Farnworth cuts back towards the middle. They play the ball in centre field. Shift it right with a bit of pace. Avarillo getting around his opposite centre in Isaac Tango. Just getting the leverage on him. I think maybe Tango was locked onto Finifeoaki for a bit too long there, possibly. I'd have to see that again. But Finifeoaki's carries in this game have been exceptional. Exceptional. Try is confirmed. It is 22-18. The Dolphins were 18-0 down. The Panthers... I don't know if the Panthers have even been inside the red zone this half at all. I'm not sure if they have. Genuinely, they must have been in the Dolphins' half at some point. But inside the red zone, I don't know. Well, it is 22-18 with the kick to come. All kicks have been converted so far. Some of them, granted, are between the sticks. But all of them converted. Isako has been clinical with the boot. But Panthers, what do you got, boys? You're on the back foot. It's not as bad as the Bulldogs game, but you're on the back foot. What have you got in your locker? 17 and a half minutes to go. 23 out of 25 on the season. 92%. This is Katoa on it. Okay. It was Isako, 23 out of 25, but it was Katoa on the conversion. Not sure why. Normally they do that if there's like a bit of a niggle in the leg or something. They don't want to aggravate it. So that might be the reason. I don't know why Katoa's... If there's nothing going on with him, I don't know why he's not taking the kick. 17 and a half minutes to go. 22 points to 18. Dolphins lead. What have you got, Penrith? Show us what you got. Back underway. 4-point lead for the Dolphins. It's going to be Gilbert with the first carry. I think the Dolphins' best comeback was 26 points. This could turn out to be their best win. Maybe. It's looking really good at the minute. Finifeoaki with the next carry up towards a 20. He's been great today. He is up there for player of the match for me. I can understand if Tabuai Fidel gets it or Farnworth, but Finifeoaki, all of his carries have been excellent. 17 minutes to go. Left to Lemuelu. Up towards the 40. Yeah, okay. It's something to do with his ankle. He's just not in a good way at the minute, Isako. Now up towards halfway. Last tackle. It is right to Isaiah Katoa. Kicks from the halfway line. This will come down on the 20. Jenkins collects it cleanly this time. Stopped by Isako. It's now with Tango with the next carry over the 20. 16 and a half to go. So still plenty of time. Talangi. Now Edwards steps off his right foot. Up towards the 30. And the whistle is blown for a Panthers penalty. High shot. Was that Morgan Knowles? Or was it Gilbert? One or the other. High contact. Cleary will kick to touch. The Panthers will start a brand new set 45 metres out from the try line inside Dolphins territory with 16 minutes to go. Hey. Okay. Sarko's not looking too good at the minute, but he's still going. Smith through centre field. Stopped just shy of the 30. This will be the best proper attacking set that Panthers have had all game, really. Leoto with a carry. At least it feels like they've not been down this end. They must have been at some point, but I don't know. Right to Cleary. Shifting it right to going. It's about 15 metres out. And a 6 again for the Panthers. 10 out with Cleary. Then to Smith. So they've got a fresh set of 6 now. Great chance to equalise or maybe take the lead again. Lussick between the sticks in centre field, left to Cleary. Flat ball to Sorensen, risky pass there. Second tackle, Lussick. Now with Cleary between the sticks, across to Yo. Goes at the line himself. Slammed into the ground, 2 or 3 metres out. 15 minutes left, 3 tackles to go. I think it was Knowles with the tackle. Lussick, right to Liotta, has to spin. Taken to ground, 2 metres out. 2 tackles to go for the Panthers. Lussick right at the sticks. Short side right to Cleary. Under pressure from Nikorima. Good defensive line speed again. 5 metres out, last tackle. Short side right. Alamotti tries to get an offload. Collected by Cobbo. That is a poor set from the Panthers. That is a really poor set. Posing no threat at all. Dolphins deal with that nicely. 14 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Dolphins on their own 10. Averillo taking it just over through centre field. In centre field, it's now with Isako, shifting towards the right slightly. Push back a metre or 2. 14 minutes to go. 3 tackles left for the Dolphins. Finifeuaki up towards the 30. Another good carry. Plays it in centre field for Schneider. Left to Tabai Fidel on the 4th tackle. Looking for space behind the ruck. Gets an offload for Katoa. Then across to Averillo. Space down the right hand side here. Just shy of halfway. Last tackle coming up for the Dolphins. Now with Katoa, a little bit of pressure there from Liotta, but gets a kick away. 15 out. It is collected by Dylan Edwards. 13 and a half to go. Toto with a carry up towards the 30. Cleary waits at dummy half. Hands the ball off to Alamotti. Making up a couple metres. 35 out from his own try line. Over on the right edge of the park. Second tackle, Edwards. Now with Jenkins through the middle. Over the 40. 3 tackles to go. Lussick right to Edwards. Inside Dolphins territory. 45 metres out from the try line. 13 minutes to go. 2 tackles left. Cleary will chip on the 4th towards the back right. Needs a lucky bounce here. It's not going to get one that goes over the dead ball line. This will be a 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set. Can't be giving those away. Just a bit too much weight on the ball there. Tap by Fidel, will tap, hands it off to Isako, and he'll step up towards the 30. 12 and a half minutes to go. 0 tackle for the Dolphins. Schneider, right to Averillo, that might have been high. It was high. Oh, God. Oh, they've gifted a bunch of territory away. This is not looking good for the Panthers right now. And my predictions, I'm going to be 0 for 3. It was only last week where the Panthers were shaky. It was just last week. They've been completely fine every other week, but I don't know what's going on. So kick to touch, 12 minutes to go. The Dolphins will start a fresh set 45 metres out. Tabai Fidel hands the ball off to Kafusi, and it'll be stopped on the 40 in centre field. 11 minutes 45 to go. Schneider left to Katoa. He'll switch back to Gilbert. Pumping his leg, stop just shy of the 30. Second tackle, Schneider. Right to Knowles in centre field. Out the back to Katoa. Then across to Tabai Fidel. Looking for a break. Nearly finds a break there. Stopped 15 out over on the right edge of the park. 3 tackles to go. Katoa in centre field. Left to Gilbert. He's going to take the carry himself. Stopped just over 10 metres out. 2 tackles to go for the Dolphins. Schneider looks left but goes right to Kafusi. Straightens up with the carry. He is 2 or 3 metres out just right at the post. Last tackle. Schneider launches it left to Plath, then to Katoa. Across to Nikorima. Kicks through. Chases. Edwards is there though. And he'll be tackled 2 metres out from his own try line with 11 minutes to go. Panthers have a really long way to go now. It's going to be Toto with the first carry. Loses about a metre there. He's just in field. Just about. Garner with the next carry. About 6 out from his own try line. Edwards is looking uncomfortable in back play here. He's looking very uncomfortable. Garner is actually down 2. Game is stopped at the moment. 10 minutes and 38 seconds with the clock stopped. Let's have a look at the contact for Garner. Bit awkward on his ankle. Oh dear. Did Edwards pull something? I don't know. Panthers play the ball just shy of their own 10. Tango now takes it over the 10 with 10.5 to go. 2 tackles remaining in this set. Dolphins have done really well to restrict meters. Edwards is limping slightly. Lussick will scoot from dummy half up towards his own 30. Last tackle. Edwards, right to Cleary. Inside pressure from Gilbert, but gets a kick away. This will come down just behind the 20. Tabo Fidel over the 30. And just shy of the 40. 10 minutes to go in this game. Isako with the carry. Just shy of halfway. Plays it for Schneider. Down the short side right with Averillo. Room to run. Papali'i with an important tackle there on the legs. Quick play the ball for Schneider. 35 out. In centre field with Katoa. Shifting it left to Cody Nikarima. Pops the ball across slightly wayward. Collected by Cobbo near the left touchline. Referee says play on. 9.5 to go. 2 tackles left for the Dolphins. Farnworth, right to Nikarima. Then to Gilbert. Last tackle coming up. They are 20 metres out over on the left edge of the park. Schneider looks right to Katoa. He chips towards the post. Papali'i will collect it on the full. And the Panthers have possession. 5 out from their own try line. Edwards over the 10. Next carry from Jenkins. Goes straight to the ruck again. 9 minutes to go up towards the 20. Tango up towards the 30. 2 tackles remaining in this set. Blaze to Lange. Right to Smith. Then to Yo. Cross to Cleary. Now with Edwards. Alamotti bobbles the ball but collects it. Regathers it in time. Just over the 40. Last tackle coming up for the Panthers. It's with Cleary. Hits the belly of the ball. A lot of spin on this one. A lot of height and distance. This might go out for a 20 metre tap. 7 tackle set. And it will. 8.5 to go. 7 tackle set there for the Dolphins. A lot of distance. A lot of height. But unfortunately, it wasn't right. Bars. Dolphins will tap on the 20 and carry it just short of the 30. Averillo with a carry through centre field. 8 minutes to go. Plath with the latest carry through centre field. Now it's with Kafusi over halfway. Still 3 tackles to go in this set as well. The Dolphins could be inside the red zone by the back end of this. Left to Nikarima. Switches back to Farnworth. Couple steps. Gets an offload for Schneider. Now back to Kafusi. Carries it up towards the 40 and just over it. Good meters. 7.5 minutes to go. If the Dolphins score next, it's game over. I'm struggling to see the Panthers getting 1 try. But I feel like they might just because of how good they can be. But I'm not even that confident they'll get 1. Katoa with a chip just right at the post. Edwards goes up, takes it cleanly. 7 minutes to go. Panthers on their own 10. Jenkins with the next carry. They've got to start throwing it around now. And he's dragged back towards the 10. Second tackle. It's now with Brian Toto. Couple steps and a shimmy. Makes about a metre or 2. Third tackle. Edwards will scoot. No markers available. So makes an easy 10 to 15. 2 tackles to go. They'd love a 40-20 here, actually. And it's going to be Alamotti with the carry up towards a 40. Now with Cleary. Falls over but gets the pass off. It's now with Tango. Launches it across. That is forward by a mile. Jenkins kicks through. Tango's chasing, but Tabai Fidel collects it. Looks for an offload maybe. Stopped on the 30. How was that not called as forward? Katoa with a carry down the right edge. Jenkins wraps him up on the 40. So plenty of tackles to go. Dolphins already on the 40. They can be in good field position again. Finafeuaki up towards the halfway line. 6 minutes to go. Finafeuaki's been quality today. Tabai Fidel now with Kafusi. Through centre field. 2 tackles to go. 5 minutes 50 remaining. He'll play this in centre field for Schneider. Left to Nikarima. A tap on there from Tabai Fidel gives it to Farnworth. Stopped on the 30. Last tackle. Lemuelu. Now Nikarima. Bit of pressure there from Garner. Or Lusick actually, but gets a kick away. Edwards goes up. Knocks on again. Referee says backwards. Toto with a bit of room to run up towards the 20. There's been a lot of mistakes from Edwards and Jenkins under the high ball. There's Alamotti with the next carry over the 30 down the right edge. Plenty of tackles to go in this set as well. In centre field with Edwards. Across to Papali'i. Pumping his legs over the 40. Gets an offload as well for Tango. Then across to Jenkins. Room to run. Needs to be careful here of the touchline. Nearly in touch up towards the 30. Inside Dolphins territory. Edwards in possession. Now in centre field. Across to Cleary. Then to Yo. Might have the numbers down the right. Yo still going. Look for an offload. Gets one. Garner. Then to Alamotti. 2-on-1 possibly. Straightens up towards the 10. 3 tackles to go. Panthers in great field position now. 10 out. Near the right touchline. Back towards the middle. Coggers on the field too. Cleary across to Talangi. Launched it across. Papali'i. Quick hands to Jenkins in the corner. He's going to dive in. The Panthers answer back. What a set from the Panthers. They needed something, anything. And they switched it on with 4.5 minutes to go. They've switched it on. They've levelled it. 22 all. What a set from the Panthers. Beautiful stuff. This is what I was worried about. It's like they've barely been down here. And they haven't looked like scoring all half. But you just know at some point with the quality they've got, at just some point they'll switch it on. Great ball from Talangi, then Papali'i across to Jenkins, backs himself in the corner obviously. Good stuff there from the Panthers. 22 all with a chance to take the lead. Nathan Cleary, the Iceman cometh, mate. This is going to be 22 all. Nathan Cleary with the chance to give the Panthers the lead after being dominated in the second half. This is the only try they've scored so far in the second half. And it's taken them 35 minutes to get there. But a chance for Cleary to give the Panthers the lead with 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. This is why... Oh, are we checking something? Are we all good? Is it confirmed? I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's all good. Okay, Cleary's going to put the ball on the tee. He's going to take his time with this one. This is why you offer him $1 million a year. This is why you do it. Nathan Cleary. To add the extras and give the Panthers the lead. Right next to the touchline. Thinking about the process. Cleary steps up. And the kick from the touchline is well wide, actually. That's well wide. It's going to stay 22 all. But one thing that we do know with Cleary, you know, I was expecting him to get that, to be honest, even though it's right next to the touchline. You do know he can get himself a drop goal. He's good with the boot, typically. So, we'll have to see. Isako's good with drop goals, so's Katoa. And you're looking at possibly Edwards, Cleary, maybe Talangi. Maybe. But there's a couple options on each side to have a go for one. Maybe two, depending on the distance. But we've got a decent end here. Decent end. We're back underway. Kick towards the back left. This is coming down on the 10 for Edwards. Hands the ball off to Smith. And he's going to get pushed back over the 10. 4 minutes to go in this game. Lusick, right to Alamotti. Up towards the 20. Next carry from Brian Toto. Just shy of the 30. In centre field. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Lusick, left to Yo. Straightens up with the carry himself. 35 out from his own try line. 2 tackles to go. Right to Edwards. Up towards the halfway line. 3.5 minutes to go. Last tackle for the Panthers. Probably not going to go for 2 here. It's right to Cleary with a chip. Not too much distance on it. This will come down 25 out. Collected by Cobbo. They needed to find the corners there. That's not a great kick on the last there from Cleary. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. VB hard-earned index. 89 for Finifeoaki, as it should be. 84 Farnworth. Yo 81. Cleary 68. Gilbert 68. Finifeoaki's been quality. 3 minutes to go. Here is Finifeoaki with a carry. Stopped on the 40. 2 minutes 50 left. 2 tackles to go. Katoa, left to Nikarima, then across to Farnworth. They might go for 2 on this one. There's still a bit of time to go. They don't need to force it. It's with Katoa. Hits the belly of the ball. A lot of spin on this one. Will they let it bounce? Yes, they will. Bounces nicely enough for Jenkins. 2.5 minutes to go. Takes it over the 20. He's now 25 out from his own line, and he's holding his knee. Penalty. Penalty for the Panthers. Oh dear, they can get up the field now. I didn't quite see what was wrong with the tackle. I just saw he was in discomfort. I didn't quite see the contact. Oh, hip drop. It is a hip drop. Yep. Oh dear. So clock's ticking away again. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Thomas Gilbert is on report. Panthers will kick to touch and they'll start a fresh set about 45 metres out. So they can just run down the clock, set up for 1 and take the lead pretty soon. As long as they convert it. It's now with Papali'i on the first carry of this fresh set. 2 minutes to go, folks. 2 minutes to go. Lussick in centre field with Yo. With a carry up towards the 30. 1 minute 50 remaining. Oh yeah, Cogger's an option as well for the 1-pointer. It's now with Cogger, across to Cleary. Now with Edwards down the right-hand side. Alamotti down the right edge up towards the 20. 3 tackles to go. Cleary. Over the top, slightly wayward, but is that knocked on from Jenkins? That's a knock-on from Jenkins. Mate, what are you doing? There's no need to launch the ball over the top there. I don't know why you're doing that. Nathan, I don't know why you're doing that, mate. Just pop the ball up to anybody. Take the carry yourself, you've got time. I don't know why you're doing that. Advantage Dolphins now. They're getting a scrum on their own 30. This is a good place to start the set. 1 minute 8 seconds to go. Back underway, over the top. Well, it's now with Katoa. Then Nikarima. Loses a metre or 2. 1 minute left in this first 80. 1 minute to go. Lemuelu takes it over the 30. Couple metres. 50 seconds to go. It is right to Finifeoaki. Another strong carry. Few metres shy of halfway. 40 seconds left. 3 tackles to go. Back towards centre field to Katoa. Then across to Nikarima. Now with Tabai Fidel. Then to Farnworth. Steps back inside. Bumps Cleary onto his backside. Gets an offload. Bit of a mess there. Molo just collects the ball cleanly enough. 25 to go. They need a good tackle here. Or good metres. Katoa. Left to Tabai Fidel. Then to Molo. I think they're going to have to go with a 50-metre drop goal here. From the halfway line, it is with Katoa. He's going to have a go. Distance is not good enough. This will come down on the 10 for Jenkins. He'll let it bounce. Collects it cleanly. 5 seconds to go. Just take the tackle. Nothing silly. And that is going to be full time with Golden Point coming up. It is 22-all. After 80 minutes, we have Golden Point to go. Dolphins were 18-0 down. And in such little time, brought it back to 18-all. It took the Panthers 35 minutes to score any points in the second half. Equalised with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They missed the kick. They mess up the final set to possibly win this game. But we've got Golden Point coming up. We have Golden Point, folks. I don't know which way this is going to go. Right then, ready to get back underway shortly for Golden Point. I believe it's 2 5-minute halves, I believe. So I think we've had a slightly longer break as well. Again, because we've had some drinks breaks today. Weather's been tough to play in. They've got to play even more now. So yeah, for the Dolphins, Katoa is an option, Isako's an option. Maybe Nikarima. And then for the Panthers, you've got Edwards, Cogger, possibly Talangi, and of course Cleary. Right, we are back underway for Golden Point. The Panthers kick to the Dolphins, collected on the try line. And it's going to be Molo with the first carry up towards the 20. So 2 5-minute halves incoming. Here we go. Finifeyoaki with the next carry. Absolute bulldozer up towards the 30. Look at him go again. Man of the match, sure. I think either way, I'm fine with him getting man of the match. Gilbert in centre field. Left to Katoa. Hands the ball across to Lemuelu. Dolphins Golden Point record. Played 5, won 2, lost 3. Okay. Katoa switches back to Gilbert. I think Dolphins players won a high shot there. A penalty for a high shot. 4 minutes 20 to go in the first half of Golden Point. Katoa right to Tabai Fidel. Then to Averillo. Good meters here up towards the 40. Last tackle coming up. They probably won't go for it here. Back towards the middle to Katoa. Kicks from the Panthers 40. Underneath it is Edwards. It is knocked on by Gilbert, I think. I think it was a knock on. Dolphins have a challenge still. I don't think the challenge resets. I don't know if the challenge resets at Golden Point or if the Dolphins still had one. I don't think they've used it yet. So they are challenging that. I was pretty sure there was a knock-on from the Dolphins, but we will see. Is that off Edwards first? Oh, he does touch it first, I think. Yeah, I think that touches Gilbert's arm first. That might be inconclusive. Okay, inconclusive. Alright, I think that's fair enough. I think one angle looked like it didn't, and another angle looked like it did. So, which sounds weird, but anyway. So, challenge unsuccessful from the Dolphins. They will keep their challenge, which could come in handy a little bit later on, we'll see. Even though it's already Golden Point. But 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first half of Golden Point. Jenkins with the first carry, doesn't make much ground there. Plays of a Lussick. Strong shot there from Gilbert. Up towards the 30. Gilbert getting stuck in. Plays it for Cogger. Now it's with Brian Toto. Toto's had a pretty quiet game today, actually. There's a lot of players that have been quite quiet. Lussick, right to Cleary. Then to Cogger. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. Lussick left to Yo. And he'll carry this just shy of halfway. Last tackle. They won't go for an attempt here. Or will he? No. There's a kick from halfway. This will come down on the 20. They do need to find the corners here. Cobbo wrapped up on the 20. Brought down by Alamotti. 3 minutes to go in the first half of Golden Point. Tabai Fidel with the next one. Makes about 5 or 6 metres. Second tackle just shy of the 30. Now with Farnworth. Cuts back towards centre field. Bumps off a few. Still going. Farnworth up towards the 40. Good carry. And some extra metres too. Good metres now. Need a few more decent metres on these next couple tackles. Isako down the right hand side. 45 metres out. Last chance to set something up here possibly for the Dolphins. Switch back to Gilbert. Do they want to go for the 2 now? On the 40. Are they going for it? Katoa is going for it. Distance looks good. No good. No good. Distance was fine. It was just pulled left, I think. So this will be a 20 metre tap, 7 tackle set. That's the only issue with, like, you go for long dropouts, you give away a 7 tackle set, helps the other team to get up the field. I wish they'd show us a different camera angle for drop goals. Surely we can go on a different view. But anyway, Alamotti in possession up towards the halfway line. Second tackle, we've got 1.5 minutes to go in the first half of Golden Point. Cogger in centre field on halfway. Cleary then goes left to Papali'i. 3 tackles to go in this set. 2 more set-up plays. It's with Cogger. Then to Cleary. Then to Garner in centre field. Just over the 40. Last play to set up here. Lussick. Cleary. Yo. He'll just run it straight. So here we go. This might be Cleary now on the last. On the 30. Lussick. Now with Cleary. He's going for 1. It is charged down. Comes off a Dolphins player. Batted backwards by Edwards. Collected by Papali'i on halfway. Gets an offload. Hits the leg of Tango. Picks it up. Takes it up towards the 40. Still going up towards the 30. Isaac Tango over the 30. He's still going. He's lost a boot and he's still going. Isaac Tango, don't do it to him. Up towards the 10. The Panthers are 10 metres out. 35 seconds to go. Is that incorrect play of the ball? Not quite. Short side right, Alamotti. Don't force anything. 30 seconds left in the first half of Golden Point. They are 2 metres out from the try line. Back towards centre field to Cleary. Then to Blaise Talangi. Just take the tackle. Take the tackle. Go for it now. 20 seconds to go. This might be the one. Out the back to Cleary. He's going for it. Has to step past 1. He's got time to go for it. Steps up. The kick is good. The Panthers, 23-22, will get it done. That is full time. Let me update the score here. What a game that was. What a game. They took an 18-0 lead by the end of the first half. The Dolphins bring it back to 18-all. Great effort in the second half. The Panthers had very little attacking territory, but with 4 minutes to go, 4 to 5 minutes to go, get a try to equalise, and then in Golden Point, they get it done in the end. What an effort from both sides. What an effort. Early on, some of the defensive work from the Dolphins was decent, like quick defensive line speed, but the Panthers were able to get up the field a bit easier, restrict meters better, and in attacking positions look quite clean, especially down the left-hand side. But later on, a few too many mistakes, especially from Edwards and Jenkins. A lot of mistakes under the high ball, which costed them territory and field position. And the Dolphins actually started to make some decent meters through the middle. Panthers couldn't compete with the energy in the second half, but they eventually swung it back in their favour, got the points, and got it done. You know, it's Nathan Cleary, isn't it? So, eventually got it done at the very end. But there you go, 23-22, Golden Point winner from the Panthers. Howdy, Jay. Good afternoon, sir. Well, that's going to be it, folks. that is going to be it. I will be back at 7:45 p.m. UK time for the Huddersfield Giants versus the Leeds Rhinos. I've still got to make like 3 stream highlights videos here. Well, unfortunately, that's on you, Jay. That's on you. But we had about 110 people here, which is very kind of you folks. So, a quick reminder of streams for the rest of the weekend, just so you're aware of what's happening. We've got 4 games tomorrow. I think it's going to be a long day. Okay, so tomorrow morning I've got the Rabbitohs versus Dragons, followed by the Tigers versus Broncos, and I've got at least a bit of a gap until Wakefield versus Bradford, and then Catalans versus Warrington. So tomorrow's the final stream day of the weekend. I'm not doing Wigan versus Castleford anymore on Sunday. But yeah, that is going to be it. Do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. I've got 2 games tomorrow to do for the NRL. How do you think the Tigers will do this year? I think they are fine for top 8. Definite top 4 challengers. Maybe grand final contenders with the Panthers. Maybe. But it depends if other teams, like teams that we thought might do well, pick up, like the Roosters or the Broncos. Maybe the Raiders start getting things going again. Who knows? But I'm going to call it a day there. I'll be back tonight for Huddersfield versus Leeds. Hope to see you then. Thank you very much for stopping by. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. Toodle pip.